things you should know before coming to Qatar. Before deciding to come to Qatar, there are some things that you should know for you to make a decision if you really want to come to Qatar. I have about 7 to 10 points that will help you guys decide if you want to come to Qatar, because I always give you guys the tips of how you can get here. But will you really be able to catch up on what is going on here? That is why I'm back today with this video, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Thank you so much guys for always coming back to my channel. In case it is your first time to be here, please consider subscribing if you have not already, and if you have, kisses for you. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I am doing great. I cannot complain. And so right now, let's head to the video. What are these things that you have to know about before traveling to Qatar? Number one that I always talk about is the climate. How is the climate here in Qatar? It can be tricky. The climate here in Qatar, we normally have summer, but most of the time here in Qatar it is hot. So we do not have winter, we have spring. So or rather, even if the winter is there, I wouldn't say that is winter, because it is not that cold. It is not ice cold. It will be cold in the morning, hot during the day, and then cold in the evening, such things. So basically what I can say, that it is something about winter and spring, it is something that you can manage. But the summer, will you bear the heat that is here? It gets hot, you guys. It gets hot. It can get up to 50 degrees. So if you are not ready to go through this, it is something that you should consider. It is always getting hot. Like for right now, it starts around May. It starts getting hot around May, and up to maybe of September, October, it will be very, very hot. Right now as we speak, we are in July 1st, and I'm telling you guys, it is really, really, really hot, and you have not gotten there yet. So please, if you know you cannot bear with the heat, consider that as something that you will have to deal with it here. The other thing that you should know about is about worshiping. How do we worship here? Of course, we have different religions. We have Christians, we have Muslims, we have Buddhists, we have who else, and many others. So those are just a few. And you know, Qatar is a Muslim country, and so Islamic is the largest portion, is the largest percentage here, and we embrace that, we adore that, we live with it, and we like it. But for me, I'm different. I'm a Christian. There's another person who is a Buddhist. There's another person who is a Hindu. So we normally have a place that we go to worship, okay? Do not think that when you come here, you cannot worship. Of course, you can worship, but something that you need to know is that we worship on Fridays. Most of the time, we worship on Fridays, because it is the weekend here is on Friday and Saturday. Some places, the weekends are on Saturday and Sunday, like from where I come from. But when you come here, you have to adjust. The Friday here is the Sunday here. Basically, you know, the Muslims go to worship on Friday, and so we all of us get to worship the same time, which is okay. We take that, and you just come here and adjust. That is also something else that you need to know. Do we have other religions? Yes. Do we have places that we go to worship? Yes. Will you manage to go? Of course you can, okay? That is something that you should know before traveling here. Another thing that I always talk about, and I will talk about it enough, I can even talk about it the whole entire time, is about food. Did I suffer, and am I still suffering? Will I continue suffering about food here in Qatar? Yes, I cannot emphasize enough, because the food that is here in Qatar, yes, it's edible, okay, but depending on where you come from, this is not what I'm used to. So when I came here for the first time, I could not get African food, and it is really hard until today, okay? It is not easy, but at least now it's not like before. Now we have some people who are selling such food, and we appreciate that they're there, because you know, they're getting us to, they're helping us get to our cultural food. But remember, you have to buy it at more expensive cost. No, we do not say expensive, because some people are affording, let's say pricey, okay? Some of the food are pricey because it has also been shipped in here, but food also can be a challenge. More so if you come from Africa from other continents. When you come here, it is in Asia, and so a lot of food served here is Asian food. Even though we have, you know, hotels and restaurants that have different cuisines, you'll still find that it is a bit difficult, okay? So if you're coming here, bring your food with you, bring your dry food with you that will sustain you for some time before you start getting, you know, used to the food that is here. I will advise you that, okay? I'm just giving you a tip. I'm just telling you guys that I suffered, and people suffer. So it is what it is. Another thing that you should definitely know, that you should put into your mind before you come here, is about the Muslim culture. This is Qatar and it's a Muslim country, meaning many people are Muslims here. And that is very good. It is something that you have embraced. It is something that we do not complain at all. It is something that you have lived with, but their culture, you need to know, understand, and respect it, just as any other culture. Okay, you have to know what they like, what they do not like, what you should do, what you should not do. Like, for example, as ladies, we have restrictions. Like there's some type of clothes that you are not supposed to wear. As much as some people wear, it is illegal, it's not allowed, and you can find yourself into problems if you are like the other culture. The other cultural thing that you need to take care of is when it is Ramadan time. When it is Ramadan, we are not allowed to drink or eat in public the hours that are set for praying. That is something else that you need to know. I'll be mentioning these points briefly because I don't want this video to become too long. But of course, if you want me to emphasize on something or you have a question, you can go to the comment section and ask me. Let us jump on to the next point that I know some of you will really not take it, the way I want you guys to take it. But yes, it is about alcohol consumption or drug abuse here in Qatar. You do not take drugs. Okay, we do. There are some drugs that are legal. Okay, like cigarettes and alcohol. But this is where my point comes in. Alcohol, you cannot consume it anywhere, just anywhere, just as you want to, just as you are used to consume it in your home country. You go, staggering in the streets. You cannot do that here. We have specific places where you can go and take your alcohol, and it is not purchased by anyone. If it is to purchase it and keep it to your house, you have to have a license. And this license, you have to have some amount of money to have it, and the ID and some, legal procedures have to be done. But for you or for me who want to take a drink once in a while, I need to go to a club that is licensed, and then you go with your Qatar ID and you do the necessary. You are not supposed to overdo it. If you overdo it, you meet the police outside there. We call them Al-Fazar. You will be in trouble. Okay, do not say I did not tell you, but you have to come here and behave. The other thing that I will say, I would want you guys to know before coming here, is that you should not at any point worry about security. Security is at top notch. I will repeat that again. I cannot emphasize enough. Security is at top notch. What do I mean? I mean, like, you will not be afraid of anything. You can move from place to place at any time as long as you're doing the right thing. You will leave something or forget something in a public toilet, in an airport, in a whatever restaurant, and 1 week later you'll come and get it. Why is the security so tight? Because also we have security personnel, security guards who are trained, who are here, and people know what they have come to do here. They know what brought them here. They know the terms and conditions. They know the rules, the law. If you break the law, it will cost you a lot. So nobody usually asks you when you move around, as long as you're in you are in the right place at the right time. Walking around is not a problem, but are you legal? Do you have a Qatar ID? Are you responsible? Are you minding your business? Nobody will ask you. Okay, security is at top notch, even if it is wartime. I used to work in a company where I had shifts of late nights when I was a customer service lady. I used to work until 12 midnight, 1-2 a.m. nighttime, and I could walk from the place of work to home for around 20 to 30 minutes and nobody will ask me. I'll just put on my earphones and go walk slowly, walk confidently, listening to my music. I get home and sleep, and tomorrow is another day. That is something else that you should not worry about here in Qatar. And the other point that I will give last but not least is that the growth is guaranteed here in Qatar. You will grow financially, you will grow mentally, you will grow physically, if you only want to. Remember, growth is not for everyone. You have to be smart. You have to know what brought you here. You have to know what you want, and then you can grow from there. Okay, so when I talk about growth, I will give myself as an example. When I came here, I I didn't have or had not achieved many things that I have achieved right now. Like, I have had many projects going on. I am so proud of myself of what I have done, of course. And for those 5 years, they have been a roller coaster of years, but still you live and grow. I have started this YouTube channel. I started it when I was here in Qatar. Yes, I knew about YouTube, but did I have mind to open a YouTube channel when I was in Kenya? No. But what made me get that mind is because when I came here, I found free Wi-Fi in accommodations. I found that I have a lot of time to spend, and I ended up opening a YouTube channel, and now see where we are at. We have grown. You can grow. You are getting money. You have guaranteed salary when you're working. You can take this money and do some stuff at home. You can start projects that you'll go and check out later when you're going on vacations or when you decide to leave the country. Those are some of the things that you need to know before you come to Qatar. Do your own research. There are very, very many points that I have not pointed out, but these are some of the important things that you need to know. You should not worry about anything as long as I have told you and explained it all. If you have a question, remember to always comment on the comment section, and it will be so unfair and so illegal for you to just watch until this far if you have not subscribed yet. I mean, who ignores such a beautiful face? You tell me, who does that? Who does that? So please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and if you have already, I really love you and appreciate you. Let us meet to the next video. Bye.